Hi, I'm Ian from Bmw.com, and today in this instructional video we're going to show you how to install the interior Xenon bulbs for your BMW E46. For this entire installation, all you're going to need is one tool. It can be found in your toolkit back here. It is the screwdriver. Sometimes your screwdriver will be in here with the Phillips side out. Just pull straight out. And we're going to use the flathead for this installation. Now we're inside the car. I'm going to start off by showing you how to replace these three bulbs. Okay, these two are your reading lamps, activated buttons, and this one right here is your interior light when your doors are open. What we're going to do is, out of your kit that you've purchased from our website, you will grab the bulb that looks like this. To remove this assembly, what you have to do is release a little clamp. There's one right here and there's one right here. So just to the insides of both of the reading lamp buttons, take your screwdriver, just push it up in there a little bit, and just kind of pry it off. Okay, and you'll see it pop down a little bit. And just do it the same thing here. Pops right down. So what you're doing is you're compressing these clips, basically, with the screwdriver. You're just pressing on there. It compresses the clip, and then it just comes right out. This whole unit will fall right out. Looks a little intimidating, but really there's these three bulb sockets right here. I'll show you how to replace this one. The installation procedure will be the exact same for these other two. If your car is on, your doors are open, try not to touch any of this metal stuff, because as you can see right here, this light's on, so there's still a little bit of power on some of these things. For this one, just turn it towards the outside and pull straight out. And there's your bulb. You can just let this dangle for now. So, your original bulb is in there. Just grab it, pull straight out. Take your replacement bulb, push it straight in. Okay? Then you'll see that there's these two little metal clips, one on each side. Line these up with this black plastic. Right, it'll go right in between there. Put it in, turn it a quarter turn, and it's back in. Now you can test it right away by activating your reading light, and you'll notice that it works right away. Once you've done the other two, you can reinstall this component by tucking the wires up in there. Kind of tilt it in on an angle. You've got these two little clips here, and then this long clip. You're going to put them over top of this metal part right here. Just put it in on about a 45-degree angle, press straight up, clicks, and you're done. Then you just check to make sure it's done securely, and then we're done these three bulbs. Okay, now we're going to show you how to install the courtesy lights up underneath the dash. There's one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. They're going to be the exact same installation procedure. So we'll show you the passenger side just to pick a side. So there's the installation of that's where the driver's side will be installed. I'm going to take you over to the other side and show you how to actually pop the light out and bulb it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to install the passenger side courtesy light. You'll start off by reclining the seat back so that you can get right up under your dash. Now you'll see that right here is the courtesy light. Now you're going to want to be really careful here. You're going to want to make sure that this light has been off for probably about 10 minutes before you start to remove it at all. There's a metal piece on the back, which you'll see in a few minutes, that gets very, very hot. What you'll do is you'll take your screwdriver, and on this side right here, on the side closest to the outside of the vehicle, you'll see right in the middle there's a little bit of a notch. Okay, you're going to take your screwdriver and just pry down on that notch. Just kind of push in and pull down. And then this whole unit comes out. What you're doing is basically you're just compressing this spring. Okay? Now, to make this easier, I'm going to just pull straight out. Those connectors will come apart. And now we've got your light assembly out. Now, this metal piece right here is the piece that gets quite hot. What I've done is I've let it cool down. This light has not been on for several minutes. you take this, you grab the sides, you slide backwards towards the side where you remove the power plug from. Then you just lift straight off. Okay? Now inside you'll find your bulb. All you're going to do is this side right here, if you pull outwards on this, the bulb will release. To replace this bulb, you just take your aftermarket bulb, you put the little end piece into one of the circles, preferably the circle closest to the clip, furthest away from the power connector. Put it in that side, and then you'll notice that on the other side you can just push straight down and it'll hold that bulb in place. Now that bulb should be tight enough so that when you shake it, it's not going to fall out or go anywhere. On certain cars, what you might have to do is you might actually have to bend this one in a little bit so that the bulb fits in there. But that's no problem to do. It doesn't break anything as long as you do it carefully. To reinstall this assembly, you're going to want to grab your metal plate. There's only one way it slides on. You just kind of set it in there, push it down, and it's back on. Okay? You're going to grab your wiring harness. This will only go in one way. It clicks straight in. Then, with the wiring harness to the outside of the vehicle, you slide in the wiring harness side first, press straight up on the clip side, and it clips right back in. I'm going to show you how to install the rear courtesy lights and reading lights. We're going to take the screwdriver, like I showed you earlier, and we're going to use, for each side, we're going to use 2 of these small bulbs, like we used for the front reading lights. You'll notice that on the top center of this light unit that there's a little indentation there. You're going to want to take your screwdriver and put it in the top. Now you'll notice that you need to put a little bit of work into it to pop it out, but once it's in there, just kind of pry it out, put your fingers in behind, and it'll just pop straight out. What you're essentially doing is you're compressing these clips. Now I'm going to show you how to replace the reading lamp. Now it's going to be the exact same for this one and for this one. If you simply twist 45 degrees, pull straight out. It's good from here on in. It's the exact same as replacing the front. So you just pull the stock light back out, put your xenon bulb in, line up the 2 little clips with the 2 little notches there, turn 90 degrees, and put the light back in. Now to put the light back in, slide it in this way with the rear in first and just click it in. So now it's installed. To test to make sure it works, activate your reading light. For the visor lights, if you open up your visor, take your screwdriver, right in the center, if you put the screwdriver behind the plastic, pull out towards yourself. This one pops out really easily. You'll find your bulb. Remove the bulb by grabbing it, pressing against one of the clips, taking your xenon bulb. Now, occasionally these 2 pieces will be further away than for what this xenon bulb fits. You just simply bend them in. Okay. Install the xenon bulb. To put it back into your light socket, put the end to the back of the car in, push straight up, and you're done. Now for your bonus bulbs, the license plate lights, you take your screwdriver again. On this side of the bulb housing, if you put the screwdriver in, right about in the middle, press in and kind of pull towards yourself, the lens will come straight off. Put this in a safe place. For this installation, we're going to be using one of our long bulbs that you've got in your kit. Remove the existing bulb by simply bending one of the 2 clips back that is holding your bulb in there. to extract your original bulb. Take your new bulb, put one side in, put the other side in, and it'll fit right in there. Now on some cars, again, there might be a slightly larger bulb in here. This is still no problem. Just bend one of the clips in towards the inside and you can fit this bulb in. To replace your original lens, have it so that the silver clip is facing outwards. Put the side towards the interior of your car in first, press right up, and it clips right in. And that's all it is.